Let's get down to the 135ers. The Bantamweight's number one in the world, still on injury, but he is the number one guy until he comes back and somebody beats him. To be the man, you got to beat the man, and right now the man is Dominic Cruz. He's the UFC Bantamweight champion. His next fight maybe will be against Renan Barão, maybe will be against Michael McDonald, as Renan Barão is the interim champion, 29-1 as a pro. He'll defend that interim title against Michael McDonald on February 16th at UFC on Fuel 7 in London, England, which, how awesome is that, right? Another title match in just a couple weeks' time, February 16th. And number 3 in the world is Uriah Faber. He fights February 23rd against Ivan Menjivar. At number 4 in the world, we have Brian Bowles. At number 5, Michael McDonald. Of course, number 5 versus number 2 for that interim title on the 16th. At number 6, we have Eddie Wineland. At number 7, Brad Pickett. At number 8, Ivan Menjivar. At number 9, Scotty Young Guns Jurgensen. And at number 10, the Dream Champion, Bibiano Fernandez. So that's the top 10 at Bantamweight. Absolutely no movement this month, but come March 1st, I think we could have some movement. Very, very big fights coming up this month at Bantamweight, and none bigger than that number 2 in the world, Renan Barão, defending his interim UFC title in the main event of a UFC card in England on the 16th against number 5 in the world, Michael McDonald. McDonald is 15-1. Barão is 29-1. Oh boy, what a bantamweight fight that's going to be. But no movement this month at 135 pounds.
And besides 2 and 5, I don't know if there's going to be much movement at all. It seems. Well, Uriah will probably, I think, make some movement, but I think he'll just stay at number 3 as well.
Oh, are you saying Uriah's going to beat Menjivar? Is that what you're saying?
I think Uriah is going to be able to stay up there in contention yet.
Well, that'll be February 23rd. Uriah Faber, number 3 in the world, taking on number 8, the pride of El Salvador, and the pride of Montreal, Johnny North, Ivan Menjivar. That's our boy, Ivan. Can't count this guy out, ever. Let's get to the flyweight division now. Demetrius Mighty Mouse Johnson retains his top spot this month with a dominant victory over over John the Magician Dodson. Demetrius now improving to 13-2. He is the UFC flyweight champion. At number 2 in the world, we have Joseph Benavidez. He'll fight Ian McCall tomorrow night. Ian McCall is number 3 in the world. So 2 and 3 at flyweight, due in battle tomorrow night on pay-per-view. At number 4, we have John Dodson, fresh off that loss to Demetrius. At number 5, we have John Moraga. At number 6, Chris Carriasso. Number 7, Jussier da Silva Formiga. At number 8, Luis Gaudino. At number 9, Darren Uyenoyama. And at number 10, John Lineker. So that's the top 10 at flyweight in the world. And, there's been talk that John Moraga, 12-1, getting that win over Chris Carriasso, an impressive submission at UFC 155. Moraga could be next in line for Demetrius Johnson, but you look at Joseph Benavidez, Ian McCall tomorrow night, number 2 and 3. It's hard to imagine that not being a number 1 contender's bout, and if Benavidez is to win, especially, I think Benavidez could make a real claim at being next in line for Demetrius Johnson. They had a war in September. It was a close fight. Demetrius won a split decision. I think that they should fight again and will fight again. And if Benavidez can beat Ian McCall, I see no reason why that wouldn't be Benavidez and Demetrius the rematch for their next fight for the UFC flyweight title.
Considering we're only a week from Johnson fighting, it just feels like they set this up so they could have this Benavidez-Johnson 2 fight.
Scheduling-wise, it seems to match up pretty well, right? It's Ringside Report Radio. That's the top 10 in MMA for February 2013. A lot of fights coming up this month. Should be interesting when we do the rankings for March 2013. As we keep on moving, Ringside Report Radio, we're going to preview UFC 156 when we come back. We'll start with the prelims and make our way to the main event. Frankie Edgar challenging Jose Aldo for the UFC featherweight title. A sick card tomorrow night put on by the UFC. If you're going to watch the UFC this winter, tomorrow night might be a good idea for you. A stacked card top to bottom. We're going to come back and start previewing it. I'm Dave Simon. He's Johnny North. We're live on TSN 690. Stay with us.
Creek, you see Tunchi right here. Give me brain ideas. It's okay if you turn up, just don't turn off my light years. All I know is I do it. When I'm smoking, I brew it. These are blood gang, pyro it. All rats gotta die, even stew it.